Study Section 3. Sources of Economic and Social Statistics. Introduction. There are two broad categories of data sources of economic and social statistics sources. These are published and unpublished sources. Each of these has the national and international components. In this study session, you will be introduced to the meaning of economic and social statistics and its uses. This study session will also introduce you to the two broad categories of data source. Learning outcomes for study section 3. At the end of this study session, you should be able to define economic and social statistics, discuss various sources of published data in Nigeria, list the bodies that published international data, nature of socio-economic statistics. Economic statistics may be defined as an historical record of economic activity which is capable of guiding the understanding of an economic system and at the same time capable of guiding the formulation of policy within the system. Quantitative information on manpower, production, distribution, transport, foreign trade, prices, employment, investment, national income and expenditures are examples of economic statistics. Social statistics refer to data generated on the condition and quality of life of the people. Statistical information on household, education, health, public safety, and population are examples of social statistics. Uses of economic and social statistics. The uses of economic and social statistics include 1. Planning for national development. 2. Construction of systems of national accounts. 3. Construction of economic models. 4. Policy formulation and decision-making. Problem of collecting economic and social statistics in Nigeria. The following are some of the problems of collecting economic and social statistics in Nigeria. 1. Conceptual problem. 2. Problem in the statistical system. Shortage of well-qualified statistical manpower. Inadequate coordination, cooperation, and collaboration among major producers of statistics in the country. Inadequate funding of the statistical agencies. Administrative bureaucracy and red tapeism. 3. Problem in society. Lack of statistical awareness, illiteracy, innumeracy, cultural, religious problems, language problem, poor social facilities. Published national sources. These relate to data published by the statistical offices of different countries. In Nigeria, sources of published data include 1. Statistical abstracts, bulletins, and reports issued by government ministries, departments, and agencies (MDAs), such as Ministries of Education, Finance, Economic Planning, Health, etc. National Bureau of Statistics (NBS), Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), Nigeria National Population Commission (NNPC), National University Commission (NUC), National Population Commission (NPC), Power Holding Corporation of Nigeria (PHCN), etc. 2. Miscellaneous report of government and non-government agencies. Examples include the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), National Agency for the Control of AIDS (NACA), etc. 3. Research reports and publications in learned journals by research organizations like the Nigerian Social and Economic Research (NISA), International Institute for Tropical Agriculture (IITA), Food Research Institute, Federal Institute of Industrial Research (OSHODI), FIIRO, etc. 4. Periodicals, magazines, and daily newspapers. The above listed government organizations and many others, including private organizations and individual researchers, do publish data related to different aspects of the economy. These organizations are saddled with the responsibility of periodically publishing statistical information as it relates to them. The frequency of publication varies from one publication to the other. There are annual, quarterly, monthly, or weekly publications, as the case may be. The bulk of most publications by the government agencies are generally made up of tables with explanatory notes derived from data collected by the department itself or by other agencies. They can be described properly by data source publications. These publications cover a wide range of topics about social and economic conditions, covering populations, health, crime, import and exports, national account, housing, and so on. On the other hand, non-governmental agencies and private corporations also publish reports with summary tables in respect of their activities over a specified period. For example, company quarterly and annual reports. There are also independent surveys and other research reports published by various research institutes. Other published national sources are periodicals, magazines, and daily newspapers. An example is the publication of stock exchange activities of the Nigerian Stock Exchange (NSE) on the pages of daily newspapers. The National Bureau of Statistics, in collaboration with the National Population Commission, prepares and projects population and household censuses. Household censuses will produce data on health-related conditions and services such as housing, water supply, toilet facilities, overcrowding, and so on. Also, the NBS conducts surveys like price surveys, agricultural surveys, and community surveys, and so on. The federal and state ministries of finance and planning do produce budget allocation data. The publications of the National Bureau of Statistics include Annual Abstract of Statistics, Nigerian Trade Summary, Review of External Trade, Report of Building and Construction Distribution Survey of Nigeria, Industrial Survey of Nigeria, Consumer Price Index, National Accounts of Nigeria, Digest of Statistics, the Economic Indicators, etc. Published international sources. International institutions published useful and relevant data that has global coverage in their documents and publications. Examples of such bodies include United Nations Organization (UNO) agencies like UNESCO, FAO, IBRD, IMF, ECA, AU, INHO, ILO, etc. The statistical abstracts, bulletins, reports, and beliefs are produced by these bodies. Other sources include the Internet, that is, www.nigerianstat.gov.ng, www.npc.gov.ng, www.population.gov.ng, www.centbank.org. The United Nations agencies publish information that give a summary of statistics by various governments on a yearly basis. The Economic Commission for Africa (ECA) frequently collects statistics from member African governments which it analyzes and publishes, while the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development (IBRD), World Bank, uses experts to collect its reports from government organizations. These organizations and others often carry out independent surveys in selected countries, and the results are published. The frequency of publications by the international sources ranges from monthly to yearly. For instance, we have the Monthly Bulletin of Statistics as well as Statistical Yearbook. Unpublished sources. This source of data refers to the raw data which exist in their original form but in the files, books, and documents in government and non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and the private sector. Such data, if obtained, could be adequately used as checks on published data. The process of obtaining data from this source is normally hindered by poor storage of the data and partly because of bureaucratic bottlenecks and confidentiality attached to such documents and sources. Summary of Studies Section 3. In this study session, we have been able to learn about 1. Economic statistics may be defined as an historical record of economic activity which is capable of guiding the understanding of an economic system and at the same time capable of guiding the formulation of policy within the system. 2. Social statistics refer to data generated on the condition and quality of life of the people. 3. International institutions publish useful and relevant data that has global coverage in their documents and publications. This is the end of study section 3. Thanks for listening.